Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the advanced image block in Kadence. This is a series of videos taking a look at Kadence blocks one by one. So let's dive right in and create a new page to look at this block on its own. So there's a couple ways to do that. If you're on your front end, that is your actual website, you'll have this toolbar if you're logged in. Hover over New and click on Page. Alternatively, if you're on your dashboard, head over to your left-hand sidebar, down to Pages, and click on Add New Page. This will take us to the WordPress block editor. Okay, once we're here, just a few housekeeping items. If this right-hand sidebar isn't here, there's a button beside Publish called Settings. Just click on that. This is where all of the settings to toggle and configure for our block will appear. Next, let's give our page a title, Kadence. And last but not least, let's go ahead and add the block itself. So there's this blue button with a plus icon called the block inserter. Click on that. Now we can either scroll down, okay, or search for the block itself. But since Kadence is on top for us, we can just scroll down a bit and we can find advanced image or image advanced. So let's either click on that or drag and drop that anywhere in our workspace. Let's close this to give ourselves some more room to work with. Let's go ahead and click on Select Image. Now we're just going to select, we can either upload it or use something from our media library. I'll go ahead and choose this picture of these two little cute chihuahuas. And let's take a look at our settings now. So we have image settings, and we click on Edit Image. It's going to take us back to our media library to choose which one we want. This is a Pro feature, which is dynamic image, and the image will change depending on what input you give. Now we can change the image file size, so we can make it this big, okay? And we can also use a fixed ratio, excuse me, and 16:9, 1:1, right? We'll stick with 16:9 for this video, and we can change the focal point. So if we had an image that wouldn't fit here, or let's say a vertical one, let's say 4:1. Yeah, there we go. You can see that it allows us to choose where we want this. So let's go with 3:1 for now, and that looks great. We can change what the maximum image width is. I'll just keep it on default. We can also have alternative text, and if we wanted to, but we won't be messing with that today. Next, we have style. So we can also add a background to this, but as you can see, the background doesn't actually show because the image is there. So let's add a border to this that's like maybe 5 pixels. Okay, and we can change the border style to, if it would let us. Okay, that's fine. We can also change the border radius, make it rounder. And we can add a shadow to this. Let's make it blue. And it doesn't appear within the box. Okay. We can add a drop shadow. And now you can see it's actually appearing. Let's go with the purple. Okay. That looks great. And also change the blur options here. And you can see it's diffusing a bit more. And in mask settings, we can add a mask to this. And there's a few different options to choose from, right? And that looks great. But let's go ahead and we can use an SVG for this, but let's leave it on default for now so we can see our other options here. And we can enable or disable a caption. We have our image filter, and well, it should do what we're asking for, and if we preview the new tab, we should see it. Oh, unfortunately not. So let's go ahead and take a look at our overlay color. Okay, let's choose green. Okay, oops. Let's choose green. Okay, and we can change the opacity of our overlay here. We can also use a gradient. And we have other options here, such as overlay, darken, color, hue exclusion, difference, color burn. And you can see these are basically just filters that we put on to our image. Okay. And then last but not least, we have our advanced settings here, which is our padding. We can add a tooltip to this. Dogs. Right, and we have our options for that. If we hover over it, it should appear, let's say, bottom. It should appear here when we hover over this. Okay, and then our block defaults, we can save this as our default image block if we wanted to, but I don't see why you would really need that for this. HTML anchor, additional CSS, z-index control. We can have it like on the very top, and prevent lazy load if we wanted to disable that for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and click on publish, save our changes, and take a look at how this actually looks like on our live site. Okay, with that done saving, let's go ahead and click on view page, and here it is. There is our image that we've changed the aspect ratio of, focal point, the border and background, as you've seen a while ago, it loaded in red, and our shadow over here. Unfortunately, the tooltip doesn't show up, but there is our advanced image in Kadence. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.